My name is Norm Williams. I'm a sculptor. I've been doing this between other jobs where I actually made a living to, I guess for most of my adult life, I wanted to do public art so that, you know, the kids could see it later and say, you know, my grandpa did this. I did the Roger Nielsen statue at the Rogers Arena where the Canucks play, and I did the Pat Quinn one, which is also there. I did the Vancouver Burn Unit statue on the corner of 23rd and Main. I did the Stevenson's Legacy statues in front of the old Gulf of Georgia cannery, which is now a museum. With the Roger Nielsen statue, they wanted the incident where he raised the towel on the hockey stick, like a truce sign, a surrender sign, and it got him a hefty fine, and it kind of started a worldwide movement because white towels are everywhere. You see it in Europe and soccer games, South America, everywhere now, you know. And that was Roger Nielsen, one of his many and more curious innovations. When I'm doing a life-size piece, or larger than life-size, I build an armature, and I usually build it out of some ABS piping, plastic pipes, and some bamboo, and lots of duct tape. I try not to use any screws or nails or any metal in there at all. The only metal in here is from here to here on both hands. It's because sometimes when you're getting the molds made or the final pieces made, you know, the castings done or whatever, it just is easier for the foundry to cut a piece off. In most cases, I would prefer to just start here and say, oh, 1 foot about here and 1 foot about here, and put a couple of big pieces of bamboo, drill them into a base, and start building. I build an armature and then put styrofoam around it, or insulation foam around it, and build it up, give it some bulk, and then I get, there's 2 ways I might go from there. In the case of the big Doug Hepburn statue that you can see behind me, that's done in oil-based clay. But the clay is really expensive to work with. It's kind of nicer, but then the other is sometimes I just work in plaster. Rodin did it, so if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me, I guess. So I just get some burlap, soak it in plaster, wrap it around the foam, and then slap a bit of plaster on, cut a little bit of plaster off, do some shaping, and I can sand it and file it and cut it. And you know, sometimes I'm not sure whether it's something you really love to do or it's something you just do. And I think with me, I've often compared it to a bird singing. They don't sing because they're happy. Birds sing because birds sing. And some never do. You know, crows haven't caught on yet, but they just do it because they want to do it. And I've gone in places and been in financial difficulties with it because of it. And I get so upset, I say, that's it, I'm gonna quit. And I started a business up, and I taught and that sort of thing. And I'd say, I'm not doing that anymore. It's just too hard on the nerves and too frustrating, you know. And then the next thing you know, I'm back out here going again, and it's like a bird singing, I guess. It's a tough way to make a living unless you're a real salesperson. If you're really into advertising and sales, you could probably do well in it. But the idea of doing a piece, and if it's good, the world will beat a path to your door, it doesn't work that way. My name's Norm Williams. I'm a sculptor. I've shown at the Chilliwack Fair for the last couple of years, and I always enjoy meeting people and explaining what I do. And this can be kind of a lonely job, obviously. I'm here by myself all the time. It's good to get out and see that, but Chilliwack Fair is such a blast anyway. I enjoy that. I enjoy the people I've shown with and people I've met there. It's a good place to be.